Hello everyone, I'm your Tally Guru Abhijit Joshi. In the third video of our training session, we are going to create a company by the name of Joshi Milk Corner and a financial year will be 23-24. This is a chart which explains all the 8 entries we are going to do in this company. The first entry is of purchase, where we have purchased 100 liters of milk at the rate 40 rupees per liter. The second is a sale, where we have sold to Yadav Sweets. This is a credit sales. This is a credit purchase. This is a credit sales where we have sold all these 100 liters at the rate of 70 per liter. Then Yadav Sweets has given us 5,000 rupees. So this is a receipt. This is transaction number 3. Then we have purchased once again 125 liters of milk. So this is transaction number 4. Then we have paid cash to Lalu Milk of 3,000. This is transaction number 5. Then is transaction number 6. We have received money because we have given catering services. So this is our receipt. We have received 6,000 rupees. Then transaction number 7, we have paid the electricity bill. So a payment has been done by cash. And then the last transaction will be we have deposited cash in the bank and our bank account is Dena Bank. So in the beginning, we will have to create the ledgers. But before that, we will have to start Tally Prime. We will double click the icon of Tally Prime. The tally will start. Now we will have to create the company. So we will select the create company option. Now if you remember that we had created a folder on C drive. So this time we'll press backspace and every time we type the path, this time we'll go in a different way. We will select from drive. So the drive letters will appear. Our folder has been created in C drive. So we will press enter here. Then we will find our folder called Tally Data. We'll press enter here. Then your name will appear. My name is Abhijit. So I will select enter. So this is my data path. You can see that one company is already existing here, but we will not select that. We will remain in this path, that is C:\Tally Data /Abhijit and press enter. So here our data path where the company will be created is shown. Now we will type the name of the company here. We have typed Joshi Milk Mart, but after this I am putting in bracket 23-24 just to know. By seeing the company name, I'll be able to know that I'm doing the accounting of 23-24 of Joshi Milk Mart. I'll press enter, but this cannot be my name. So I will press the end key on the keyboard and remove this, because on my all the documents only Joshi Milk Mart will be printed. I'll press enter. I will keep the address blank. I will select the state Maharashtra and directly I will go to the accounting period. The financial year is April 23. So as a shortcut I will type A23. Tally will automatically know that my financial year is starting from 1st April 23. I will keep books beginning from as it is and I will press enter and accept the company. Now for company features, I will keep all the features same and set goods and services tax to N. So I can press N and enter and I'll accept to create the company. Now the company has been created. Now we can go forward and create the ledgers. So we'll go in create, we'll take ledgers, we'll create the first ledger. The first ledger we wish to create is Lalu Milk Mart. Lalu Milk Mart is our supplier. So we will create this ledger first. So in the name, we will type the ledger name Lalu Milk Mart. We will give an alias called LMM. This time we will be using this alias. He is our supplier. So we will give sundry creditors. And the remaining things we will accept by pressing enter and will not forget to accept it. So we'll press enter. Let's see the second ledger. The second ledger to be created for our transaction number 1 is our purchase account. So we'll go and create it. We will type the ledger name purchase account and we will group it under purchase account. So we will type PUR. So purchase account has been selected. We will straight away press enter and accept it. Now we will check the third ledger. Now is the transaction number 2. Here there are two ledgers. One is Yadav Sweets, who is our customer. So customers are sundry debtors, and we will create the sales account under sales account. So we will create the ledger of our customer first. We will type in the name Yadav Sweets and he is our customer. So I will type SUN and I'll select sundry debtor. We will press enter and accept. Remember, for creditors and debtors we are setting maintain bill wise to yes. Anyway, let's accept it. Then we will create the sales account, which will be under SAL, sales account. The group has been selected. We'll press enter and enter to accept it. Transaction number 3 is a receipt where we have already created Yadav Sweets, and cash is a pre-created ledger in Tally. When we have created the company, this ledger gets automatically created. Then transaction number 4 is again a credit purchase. These two ledgers have been created. Then we will jump to our next transaction, that is transaction number 5. In transaction number 5 we have received money by cash. So again these two ledgers are ready. Then we will jump to transaction number 6, where we have received money from an income account called catering services. So we will create a ledger by the name of catering services under income, under indirect income. We'll be explaining you later on what is the difference between direct income and indirect income. Right now we will consider that all our incomes are indirect incomes, right? So we will have to create a ledger by the name of catering services under indirect income. Then the next transaction is transaction number 7, where we have paid electricity bill. So we will create a ledger by the name of electricity expenses. This is our expense. So we will be creating a ledger by the name of electricity expenses under indirect expenses. So now we will create these two ledgers. So now we will type the name catering services and the group we will show IND. So here we will take as indirect income. So I can select this indirect income or I can select this ledger as income indirect. Both will work because they are aliases. So let's say I will select indirect income and go on pressing enter. The next ledger will be electricity expenses. We will type the name here. We'll press enter and this is IND, indirect expense. So this time we will select expense indirect and we will press enter and see what is happening here. So here it is expense indirect. When I press enter, it becomes indirect expenses. So we can say that this indirect expense and expense indirect, these are aliases. Okay, let's continue. We'll accept this ledger. Now only one ledger is pending. Let's check it out. Now is the last ledger, that is Dena Bank. I guess now this bank has been merged with Bank of India. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can comment in the comment section if I'm right or wrong. Anyhow, we will create this ledger Dena Bank under bank accounts. So we will type the name of the ledger Dena Bank. Here we will type BANK and you will have three groups. We will select bank account, OD and OCC we want. We will select bank account and press enter. So all our ledgers are now created. We'll press escape to come back to Gateway of Tally. Now that we have created ledgers, we are purchasing and selling milk. Milk is our stock item and we will count milk in liters. So we will now create units by the name of liter and milk. which is the stock item. So these are again masters. So we'll go in creator and here we will select unit. We will type the symbol L. As I said, formal name is not mandatory. We will leave it blank. We will give number of decimal places as 3 and accept it. We will press escape to come back, and we will create a stock item by the name of milk. Here the most important thing, allocating liters, the unit to it. Don't forget this. Otherwise we will not be able to count the quantity. So we'll select liters and accept this. So we have created our units and we have created our stock items. Before that we had created ledgers. Now we will go and enter the vouchers. In the first section, we are going to do only the first 5 transactions. The remaining 3 transactions we will do in the next session, and we will also be taking out some reports from Tally, especially trial balance, the balance sheet, and we will check the ledgers. So that will happen in the next video. Right now we will finish the first 5 transactions. Now here are the transactions. On 1st April 2023, we purchased 100 liters of milk at the rate of 40 rupees liter from Lalu Milk Mart. So the total bill value was 4,000. Okay, so we have purchased goods. So we will use the voucher type F9 purchase. So now in Gateway of Tally, we are already in vouchers. We'll press enter here. The voucher type is payment. We are supposed to have a purchase voucher. So we will press F9 on the keyboard or click on the purchase. Now here we can type the supplier's bill number. In our document, the supplier's bill number is not given. Bad idea. A supplier's bill number is necessary because when we are going to pay to the supplier, we should have a reference against which bill number we are paying. So right now for this exercise, we will consider our document number. So this is our first purchase voucher. So we will leave these 2 blank and then we will select our party. So we have purchased from Lalu Milk Mart. We'll press enter, then receipt details, we will press enter, and then similarly party details, you have to press enter and come here. Here we'll have to select the ledger which will get debited. So we'll select purchase account. So Lalu Milk Mart will be credited and purchase account will be debited. Now we will select our stock item as we'll type M, milk, we will give 100 liters, enter, and then rate is 40 rupees per liter. So we'll type 40, the amount will become 4,000. We do not have a second item, we have purchased only milk. So we press enter, we do not have other charges and taxes. We'll press enter and it will come here. Now on pressing enter, we will get bill wise details. This is new reference. We will keep that, enter, and here the number appears automatically. Remember in the previous video lesson, we had entered the supplier number in the first form and that number was automatically appearing here, but we do not have a number, so we will be referring this as our first purchase. We'll go forward and accept. We will keep the narration blank and then we will accept the voucher. Now here number 2 appears. That means the first voucher has been entered. Remember, we need not change the date because the default date is 1st April 23. So we'll go with the second voucher now. Right. The second entry is again on 1st April where we have sold all the 100 liters which we had purchased, but we are selling with a profit, that is at the rate of 70 rupees per liter to Yadav Sweets. So in this case the goods are being sold, so we will use the voucher type F8 sales. So right now our current voucher type is purchase and we want the voucher type as sales. So here we will click on this or we will simply press F8 on the keyboard. It's a good habit to use the keyboard. So we'll press F8. Now here you can see it is sales voucher number 1 and now we will select the party. The party is Yadav Sweets. So we will type Y and it is selected. We'll press enter. Then we will accept the dispatch details. We will accept the party details by pressing enter, enter, enter. Now we will select the sales account. Enter. This time Yadav Sweets, this ledger will be debited and the sales account will be credited. We will type the stock item milk, the quantity is 100 and the rate it's 70 rupees per liter. So amount is 7,000. We'll go forward, enter the bill wise details. We will keep it a new reference. The bill number automatically appears here. We'll press enter, enter, enter. We will keep the narration blank and accept the voucher. Note that the first voucher is accepted, and here you can see that voucher number 2 is ready to be entered. Now we will do the transaction number 3. The transaction number 3 is again on 1st April 23. We received cash of 5,000 from Yadav Sweets. So this is a receipt. We will use the voucher type F6 receipt in Tally Prime. So we have received 5,000 from Yadav Sweets. So we will use the voucher F6 receipt. So we'll click on F6 receipt or use the function key. Now here something like account is appearing. Now you don't understand anything. We will simply press the space bar. So here you can see only the list of the ledgers shows cash and bank. We have received cash, so we will select cash here. Now again Tally is prompting for particulars. Again I don't know anything, so I press space bar. Now here I have received from Yadav Sweets, so I'll type Y and select the ledger Yadav Sweets. See how easy it is. Tally is not asking me which ledger to debit, which ledger to credit. Automatically the Yadav Sweets ledger will be now credited and cash account will be debited. So right now we will not think, we will directly go forward and type the amount 5,000. We'll press enter. Now here Tally is prompting us against reference. Last time if you remember it was new reference. This time it is against reference because we are receiving against our bill, against a bill which we have given. So we will select against reference and here we will get a table of all our bills. We have only one bill, so we'll select this enter. So here we can say that out of 7,000 we have received 5,000. So we will accept this. We'll press enter. We'll keep the narration blank and accept the voucher. Note the receipt number 2 has come up. That means the one voucher, the first receipt has been accepted. Now let's take the next transaction. The transaction number is 4. And note that the date is 2nd April. It is 2nd April. But again we have purchased goods, that is 125 liters of milk at the rate of 40 liters on credit from Lalo Milk Mart. So we now know that this is a purchase entry. The only new thing is we have to enter the voucher date as 2nd April. So now we are in the receipt voucher. Now we have to go in the purchase voucher. So we will press F9 on the keyboard. We will keep the supplier invoice number and date blank, but before that we have to change this date. This is 1st April. Note on the right side the first button is F2 date. So if I press F2 function key, here it is going to prompt me the date. The second, that is the next date, automatically appears. So here the date is automatically the 2nd April. I'll simply press enter. So now my voucher date is 2nd April. Wow, people even work on Sundays. Great. So I will keep the supplier bill number and date blank and I will select Lalo Milk Mart. I'll press enter for receipt details. I'll keep on pressing enter for party details. And now I will select the purchase account which is to be debited. I will select the stock item milk. Here I will type 125 liters. Here on pressing enter, the rate automatically appears. Tally Prime is going to fetch the rate automatically from the previous voucher. So we will continue. The amount is 5,000. I will press enter because I have got only one stock item. No charges and taxes are applicable. I'll come down to bill wise details. Again, this is a new bill, so new reference. The reference, that is the purchase bill, is second. So I have got the purchase voucher as 2. So I will accept it. The amount is 5,000. I'll keep the narration blank and accept the voucher. Now here you can see that purchase 3 is appearing. That means purchase 1 and purchase 2 have been accepted by our Tally Prime as data. So the next transaction is on 2nd April. That is transaction number 5. We had received 5,000. We had received it from Lalu Milk Mart. So in our cash box we have 5,000. So we will now pay 3,000 to Lalu Milk Mart. So here we have paid cash, and when we give money to someone, it is recorded as FI payment in Tally Prime. So our current voucher is here, that is purchase. We will press F5 for payment. So we will click on F5 payment, or we will press the function key F5. So here we are now in the payment voucher type. This is voucher number 1. This is the first voucher. Again, we do not know what to do. So we will press space bar and we will select cash. So this time we are paying by cash. So our cash account will be credited. Here we are paying to our supplier, that is Lalu Milk Mart, and we have paid amount of 3,000. When we press enter, we will get this bill wise screen. We will select against reference because we are paying against the 2 bills which we have received from our supplier. So we will take against reference, and here we will get the list of all unpaid bills. The cleared bills will not appear here. Since this is the first payment, we would like to pay on the basis of first in, first out. On the basis of first received, paid first. So we will select the first bill which we had received on 1st April. Today is 2nd April. So we will choose. So here the bill amount is 4,000. We will press enter here, and we have to adjust only 3,000. So 1,000 will remain pending for the first bill. So again we'll press enter, we'll keep the narration blank and accept the voucher. The voucher has been accepted, and here the voucher number 2 of the payment voucher type appears. The remaining vouchers we'll be doing in the next video. Thank you.